1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, Drew James here from LearnGuitarInLondon.com, and I'm playing the awesome Goodbye Blue Sky by Pink Floyd. This is a fingerstyle instrumental and I'm really proud of it. It sounds great. I actually discovered this on YouTube not that long ago and I've been pursuing it ever since, and it's been a really fun fingerstyle project, as I hope it's going to be for you. So, a couple of things. This is quite a long lesson, so it's going to be split into two parts. This is part one. You can get part two at my website at the student area. The student area is completely free. It just takes a name and email address to join. You can click the link in the video description and the link in the video at any time to watch part two. Also at the student area is the tab to this, completely for free. So once again, if you do enjoy this and you get into part one and you're enjoying the groove of it, then please join up at the site. Just takes name and email address and you can learn part two and get the tab. So without further ado, let's get stuck into it. I think you're really going to enjoy it. First thing we're going to do with this arrangement is we're going to take that thickest string and we're going to down tune it to D. So you can do that by playing the thickest string, playing the D string below, and just waiting for those two to be in unison, or just use an electronic tuner. I'm using a bit of both. Okay, so once you've done that, everything else stays the same. I did toy with the idea of drop tuning the thinner string because we never use it, and to D also, so we're in Dadgad, and then just pinching at the end to have that D, but it wasn't worth it. Anyway, I digress. What we're gonna do, make sure you've grabbed the tab from the student area because I'm gonna be taking it a couple of bars at a time with the tab. This is the first line. Let's get stuck in. Okay, so we're starting with ring finger on fret 4 on the D string, Eddie 8, Dynamite, Goodbye Eddie. I like to label the strings by letters. And the pinky finger on fret 5 on the A string. Now you may be thinking, Drew, why are you using such awkward fingers? Well, the reason is because the end of this lick has 4, 2, 4, 2, this thing going on. So what it does is it keeps our index finger on fret 2 placement. So I would like you to use those fingers. Towards the end of the song, I think I'm using these, and sometimes I'm using just the actual C shape, which is based around. But for the beginning, it's best to use that ring and pinky. Make sure you're bridging them over, not touching any strings you shouldn't be. I'm presuming you know the fingerstyle this is fingerstyle and we're using thumb, index, middle and ring finger a lot. So this picking pattern that we're starting with is thumb on thickest, index on D, thumb on A, index on G. Sorry, middle on G. That's the first half of the bar. Then thumb on thickest, index, thumb on A, index. So the first 3 bars of the song are that picking pattern. Again. Now bar 4 has the same first half of the bar. Then we play the 4 that the ring finger's doing. I play that with the index. Then we get the index on the fretting hand sussed out to fret 2 on the same string. Middle finger then naturally sits on fret 3 on the A string. Pluck that, but only when your index finger is also on fret 2 on the A string. Now the reason for that is we're going to be doing a flick off. So we're going to play fret 3, flick away to 2, and then 2 is going to flick away to open. So just practice. Not that fast, but with your flick offs, just aim for any sort of sound as progress. Hopefully nice, loud, bold sounds as you go. So that bar 4, sorry. And the rhythm. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 E ands. Okay, good. Into the next line. Okay, so I'm barring fret 5 on the D and G string, the middle strings of the guitar. I don't really care about it being a full pinch down bar. I'm only interested on those middle strings, and that's all the pressure that I'm doing. Now, follow the picking pattern carefully here, because where it changes on an offbeat of bar 4. So we go 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and. Okay, now that isn't the beginning of a new bar, and that did confuse me when I was learning it. So we go bass on A, pinching those 2 strings with index and middle, repeat that, then bass move to 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and. Then into the next bar, pinching A, D and G, so for the 4s, 1, 2, 3, 4 and. So that bar also changes on the and back up to the 5. So I'll put together those 2 bars slowly, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and. So that did catch me out there. I didn't slide down to the 4. But basically what happens is 5 and 6 is the same as 7 and 8. Okay, so we'll do that again a little bit quicker. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and. Okay, into the next bar, bar 9, it's the same as bar 5. Okay, 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4. And from there on, we're then climbing up into bar 10. So we're pinching the 4s. So we're going 1, then we're going to go bass on the A. If I ever say bass, it just means the open A string in this particular point. 4, 5, 6. So we're just sliding that bar up, or what you can do is use middle and ring if you really want to, but I've just been sliding the bar up. And then we're moving into the next chord. So I think what I'll do is I'll recap it from 5 up to 10 for you. Okay, so play along with me if you're getting the hang of it. If not, slow the video down. 3 and 4 and. Good. Okay. Next 2 bars. Okay, so we're going to take a C chord and we're going to slide that C chord up to fret 3. So you're 3rd on the B, 4th on the D, and 5th on the A. Pinch that chord, E and A and B string, then thumb on D, index, thumb on D, thumb on A, thumb on D, index, thumb on D. Moving into the next section, leave the middle finger where it is from that previous chord. Play open thickest, then lift up that middle finger, and then put it down again. So play it open, then put the 4 down, pinch that thickest string and that note you're doing, pinch it, slide it up to 5 and return it to 4. Then play thickest again, then move that middle finger down to 2, then play thickest, then play 2nd fret on the A string and flick off to an open. From the bar before. Good, well done. So that's got you through, let's call it the intro of the song. Now let's get into the really melodic section. Okay, so these are my suggestions of fingers. You may want to use bars as we go. It's up to you. I like to use ring and pinky for 7th fret on the D and G. The bass note's now changed to the open D string, so that's thumb on fret 3 on string 3. Then index and middle, pinch that. So the reason why I use index and ring and pinky is because we're changing to 5 and 6 on the B and the G string. And you can keep those fingers ready. In fact, you could even put them down, like that. I hadn't even thought about that, but you could. Then move that chord shape down that's on 5 and 6 to 3 and 4. So it's and playing the open B. The next part, I like to use a little bar chord for these 2s. So from the 7s. This is just 2nd fret, so it's always pinching the G and B string. Play open D again, then we're going to pinch those 2s and we're going to hammer with our middle finger onto fret 3 on the B string. So we're going to pinch, hammer, then let go with the 3rd fret that you just hammered to, then pinch the D and B, then lift up. Then make 2nd fret on the A string, 4th fret on the D string, and pick down A, D, G, D, thumb, thumb, index, thumb. And do that for 2 bars, technically 4 times. So this is returning back to bar 13, and we do that repeat 3 times. And then once you've done it 3 times, you then take it to where it says first chorus. Okay, so let's just look at this section. So we're going to be barring those 5s like we had earlier in the intro of the song. And we're just going to be doing a picking pattern of bass on A, pinching index and middle on the 5s, then pinching A, D and G. And that's your picking pattern. So bass, pinch, 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 pinch. So there's a bass by itself, index and middle, thumb, index and middle. Then pinch the 5s again and slide them down to 4. And then pinch the D, G and B when you get there. Then 2 bass notes. Just repeat that. So that happens twice in the song. So let me take you through what I'm doing there, okay? So this is from bar 21. So we're going from fives and on bar 22, notice bar 22 has fives at the beginning, but it changes on the upbeat of one and to fours, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and down to twos now on that second fret on the D and G string. Then fives on the, now on the A and D. Then to fours. Then to twos. Okay, it's best that I just play that slowly and I'll give you the count of when things change. This is from bar 21. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Now that little bit at the end is 4th fret on the A and then open on the string below, then back to that 4. Then you come back to this 2-4 idea, 2nd fret on the A, 4th fret on the D that we explored in bar 15. And then you do that again. And then that links into back to the first chord that we did. Now leave the ring finger where it is on fret 4 and just take the pinky and put it on fret 5. And that gives you a nice seamless move with your fretting hands. So just watch, here we go, back to the beginning. Now that is where this video is going to leave off. If you would like to learn the rest of the song and the outro and the interlude, then please sign up to the student area. It's completely free at my website. Just take some name and email address and you can watch part 2 and, as I said, grab the tab. I'll see you there. 1, 2, 3, 4.